Here we have the Westfield Pluto 2.0. It's a heavyweight, premium, full air awning. Comes in 6 different sizes from 911 to 1020 centimetres in width and 2 depths. Standard Pluto is 2.5, Pluto XL is 3 metres deep. First, the most unique feature about the Pluto is the fabric. This is Hydrotech Cotton Touch, so it has a nice cotton touch on the outer, but it's a very, very durable fabric. The coating, which makes it so durable, gives you extremely high UV resistance and it doesn't fade. It also means that you never have to recoat your awning unless you use an awning cleaner, in which case we'd recommend recoating afterwards. Waterproof, it has a hydrostatic head of 10,000 millimetres, which is extremely high, which means it's very, very, very waterproof and it won't leak. It's a single inflation awning, so the whole awning is pumped up from one point here. Single inflation point, and it comes with the full size stirrup pump as shown here. The canopy on the front is on its own system, so the canopy itself is blown up separately and there. Again, single inflation for the canopy. If we go inside, I can show you the tubes. All the tubes on the awning are connected, which gives it its single inflation. So on the Pluto awning, you have the large front beam, which gives you extremely good head height, and all the beams are connected here. If there is ever a problem with any of the beams, there should never be a problem with the beams, but if there is a problem with the beams, then this beam can be unscrewed. You can get to the valve there, you can unscrew this valve and take that beam out of the awning and actually repair the awning itself on site, put it back in, re-inflate your awning so you don't have to send the awning away to get repaired. You can do it yourself on site. Unique features about this awning. First of all, that fabric. Really, really durable, really high UV resistance. It's also anti-condensation, so you get less condensation in this awning than you would do on its rivals. The way that works is moisture builds up on the inside of the awning and the fabric allows that moisture to soak actually into the fabric. So rather than beading on the outside of the fabric, it soaks into the fabric, and then during the day that will either dry out naturally or run down inside of the fabric back into the ground, so you don't get those water droplets on your head. Next are all the panels. All the panels zip out of this awning. This is a full awning, so it doubles the size of your space on your caravan. It's a premium awning, it's a heavyweight fabric, so it will last for years and years and years, but it does mean that it's heavy. All of our panels zip out. Really important, you zip all the panels out, so that halves the weight of the actual awning that you're putting through your rail in the caravan. This way, that makes the pitch of the awning, by dragging it into the rail, even easier because it lowers the weight. The awning itself even comes in 2 bags. One bag for the main awning, the second bag for all the panels, the pegs and the pump. On the panels themselves, ventilation. Really important to ventilate your awning. It makes the inside of the awning cooler on those hot days, allows airflow and helps your awning breathe. This awning has an abundance of ventilation. First of all, it has permanent vents built into the front. These can be left open all the time, so you've got permanent ventilation there built in. We also have vented panels on the sides. You have a full vented panel down here as well, allowing ventilation from the sides, and you have an additional vented panel on the front as well. So all those vented panels can be open from the outside and closed when the weather is not so good, giving you extreme amounts of airflow. Views. When you're inside your awning, you don't want those views obscured or spoiled by any way. We have full panoramic views on all of our awnings. This is achieved by putting windows on all of the panels. As you can see, we have windows all the way around our awning, so there's no solid panels anywhere. One unique feature of our doors. Our doors, firstly, are extra wide. This means they're extremely easy access, easy wheelchair access as well. But we also put a window on our door as well, which means even if the door is closed, you can still have a window there to let light in and you can see the views from the outside. All of our windows have full zip blinds on them. What this means is, first of all, they're really easy to use. Zip blinds simply zip shut like so. They're fully zipped, which means you can zip them at any height. So if you wanted to have just a small opening at the top, you can have just a small opening at the top. Or if you want to, you can zip them all the way down to the bottom, like so. And simply put your fabric away in the bottom of the awning. So it's quicker, neater and easier than using curtains. We have zip blinds on all of the windows. Another unique feature on this awning is the easy access door. On the front you have a door, you have 4 doorways. You have a doorway in the centre of each panel and to the left and the right of each panel. The way the doors work is there is a simple hook. A simple hook, you unhook and zip your door shut. No faffing about having to roll the door open or closed. To use the door again, you simply unzip and hook up. Makes using the doorway much easier. That system is on all the doors. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors on the awning, so it allows access from anywhere. The panels on the sides can be switched around. So as the panels shown here, we have our door to the rear and our window to the front. You can switch it to the other side to bring the mesh panel, the door to the front and the window to the rear, allowing you extreme amounts of doorway options. The awning comes with a full draft skirt, which goes all the way down the rear of the caravan. It simply slides into the awning rail on the caravan, pegged down to the ground to stop all the drafts coming in. Our draft skirts have a unique feature where they have a vented panel in them as well, so you can actually undo the vented panel on the draft skirt as well to allow more airflow as well. On the Pluto, it comes with a single veranda bar, as you can see here. Veranda bars are really useful if you want to hang towels, wetsuits, or anything of that nature on the awning. It also allows you to have the panels open at halfway. All the panels are double zipped, which means you can have the panel at any height. So if you wanted to, you can simply zip the panel up to any height you want to give yourself as much or as little open airway as possible. Obviously, with the veranda bar as well, it gives you a more solid open panel when in use. Mud walls. Our Pluto awning has a double mud wall. Double mud wall is good, you can have the best of both worlds. On the inside, you have a large mud wall, which allows you to put matting on the inside of the awning, place it on top of the mud wall, which keeps the drafts in and makes the inside nicer. On the outside, you have an outside mud wall. The outside mud wall is there to allow water runoff to run down the panel and away from the awning, away from your pegging points, making sure that your awning is pegged to the ground because you don't get waterlogged pegging points. That's standard on all the Plutos. The front canopy is a really nice feature. It's an air canopy, so it's all air tubes along here, as you can see, blown up from the outside. What that gives you is that rain-safe canopy on the front. So this protects or stops the rain coming in. even when when you open the door in the morning, you step outside, you don't get dripped on. It keeps the weather away. Additional options on the awning is the accessory strip along the rear of the awning. All along the rear of the awning, you can see a small 4mm beading where you can slide additional accessories on to hang them against the side of the awning for extra storage space if you should need so. Pluto 2.0 comes with storm straps all the way around. Storm straps give you great anchorage to help you hold the awning to the ground even when the weather's bad. There are elastics at the top, which means when the weather is extremely bad, they give you extra give to allow the awning to give rather than tear. And all it is, the storm straps are pegged into the ground, giving you excellent ground anchorage all the way around the awning. Putting them away is extremely simple. You simply gather the storm strap up. There's a pocket to put it in, meaning the way it doesn't get tangled up when you put the awning away. It's nice and neat. The Pluto awning is a full caravan awning, which means it goes around the entire side of your caravan. The Pluto has double triangles on both the front and the back of the awning, allowing it to go on a left or right-handed side vehicle. What these do, these give you extra adjustment depending on the slope and the angle of your caravan. So no matter the angle, if it's very tall or very slanted, gives you enough adjustment, ensuring that you get a good connection to the ground and to your vehicle, keeping the weather out at all times. On the Pluto 2, you also have added comfort thanks to all its window configuration. First of all the windows are tinted. You can see that slight tint to the window, extremely clear, so you can see out from the inside really easily, but the tint stops the glare on those hot summer's days. That's added comfort because it lowers the temperature of the awning inside. We also have ventilated panels on all of the panels. So to use a ventilated panel is very simple. You simply unzip the two zips and roll the panel up. Having the ventilated panels on the awning means that on a hot day, the protection against the UV, thanks to the fabric, means it's extremely shady inside. The ventilation panels allows the air to flow through the awning, ensuring that the inside is kept much cooler than the outside, adding to your comfort and enjoyment. Once done up, this is the Pluto 2.0.